You made it past the audition and the callback. You have been booked as a principal actor on your very first TV show or feature film. Congratulations, that's a big deal. You know exactly what you want to do with the scene, but you don't know what to expect from the work environment because you've never done this before. My name is Chris Agos, and we're going to get you through your first time on set. This is part 2 of a 3-part video series about working on set as a principal actor for the first time. If you haven't seen part 1, don't worry about it. I'm going to put the link in the description. In the first video, we talked about your fitting, connecting with your second AD, getting there early, and finding your trailer. Your trailer's cool, right? I mean, you got a trailer. Even if it's one of those teeny tiny little closet-sized trailers that's attached to the bathrooms, that's called the honey wagon, you are okay with this because you are on a TV show or a movie for the first time and you have a trailer. Now, inside the trailer should be a copy of the day's sides. The word sides is just a fancy industry term for the scenes that are going to be shot that day. It's the script, and you want to look through these sides to make sure that they haven't changed since you last memorized them. I shot over 20 episodes of Chicago PD, and this happened to me once, where I showed up and the writers had been working late. There wasn't enough time to make me aware of the changes to the script, so they just put the new sides in my trailer. Lucky for me, I didn't have to memorize anything new. They actually deleted some lines, so I was cool with that. But this does happen, so you want to make sure that if the words are new, you got to know what they are. Once you've checked out your sides, probably the next stop for you is going to be the hair and makeup trailer, where you will be primped and styled by some of the best in the business. If your role happens to need something special, like tattoos or wounds or blood or anything like that, you'll be asked to come in even earlier than your call time would be if you didn't have those things. That stuff's really cool, and it takes a little extra time. But assuming you don't need anything like that, you're going to sit down in the chair, somebody's going to do your makeup, somebody's going to do your hair, you might get a free haircut out of the deal. I personally have found that one of the best perks about working in TV is in fact the free haircuts. After all that's done, it is back to your trailer for you where you will wait. Sometimes for a really long time. Now your costume is going to be hanging there in your trailer and you might be tempted to put it on, but check with your second AD before you actually do that. Why? It could be quite a while before they're ready for you on set, and if you're wearing your costume while you're killing time, you're going to be sitting in it, wrinkling it, you might be walking around with a cup of coffee. So just don't put it on until you're pretty sure that they're going to need you straight away. At some point, there will be a knock on your trailer door and your second AD will say, "Hey, we're ready for you now." Either a PA or they themselves will actually walk you to set. PAs and second ADs have a chain of possession for every actor. Somebody always has to know where you are. So if you need to go to the bathroom, if you're going to go get a snack, if you're going to be anywhere, you just want to let somebody know, because if nobody has eyes on you when you're needed, someone is in trouble, and it's you. When you get to set, you're probably going to be shown to the cast chairs. No, there will not be a chair with your name on it. It'll probably just say cast. But that's okay. It's really cool, and it's in the area where all the series regulars or the stars of the film's chairs are. So you'll go and sit down, and you'll wait for them to let you know that you are needed. As you wait, you might notice that there are some famous people around you. That's cool. If you're freaked out by that, don't be. They're just people. But here's my protocol with famous people when I'm working on a set for the first time and I don't know anybody. The people who are in my scene, I approach them in a friendly way and I say hi. I do not do this right away. I kind of read the situation. I mean, you don't want to interrupt anyone. You don't want to be distracting to anyone. And me personally, I like to wait until right before rehearsal starts, because then we really are coworkers at that point. I figure so long as we're going to be working together, you might as well say hello. If I get the vibe that somebody doesn't want to talk, that's cool. I just let them do their thing and I do my thing. Now I mentioned rehearsal. At some point, the first AD will call for first team rehearsal. What's first team? So that's the cast. That's you. So it's time for your rehearsal. The second team are the group of stand-ins that literally stand in for you while the crew lights the shot. We'll meet them in a minute, but let's talk about that rehearsal. So you're going to be asked to go to wherever the first shot is set up. There, the whole cast will be there, anybody who's in the scene, plus the director and the script supervisor and the technical advisor and the DP. Sometimes the writer of the episode or the film will be there. And this isn't the time for you to act exactly. It's really a chance for the script to come out of everybody's mouths and everybody to kind of hear the words. And if there are any unresolved questions or issues about the script, those will be addressed at that point. Once everybody's happy, there'll be a blocking rehearsal where they'll actually block out the physical positions of everybody in the scene. Once the blocking is set, then there's going to be a camera rehearsal. This is for the camera guys and the DP to watch the scene and just get an idea of how they can make it look as best as possible. During a camera rehearsal, there are usually some camera PAs with different colored tape, and they're going around on the ground placing marks. They're marking where all the actors are going to be physically in the shot. This not only tells the actors, where you need to physically be, but it also tells the camera guys where you're going to be so that they can make sure the shots are all planned out correctly, because sometimes there's multiple cameras on a shoot and they don't want to cross over and mess anything up. So when the blocking is taken care of and the camera rehearsal is done, then the first AD will call for the second team. That is your cue to take a break. Your stand-in will come in and literally stand on your spot and wait for the crew to light the scene. Say hello to your stand-in. They are making way less money than you are. They literally stand in one place, sometimes for a very long period of time. So just be nice, say hi, say thanks. Okay, so you're on set, you've done your rehearsal, everything is looking good, feeling good, and you are ready to go. You're like a racehorse that's just like, man, let me at it, let me go do this. And then they call lunch. Yeah, I mean, that happens. It's not typical, but sometimes they literally set up a shot and they get everything all lit and then, it's lunchtime. So if that happens to you, go have lunch, do what you can to try to settle down, try to calm whatever nerves you got going on, because that lunchtime is going to go very fast and pretty soon you're going to be back up there and it'll be your time to do your thing. Coming up in video number 3, we're going to talk about actually shooting the scene. So we will see you then. Thanks for watching.